Morning all, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today we are having a worky day. I feel bad because I didn't finish yesterday's daily vlog properly. It just like abruptly ended. And then like today, because nothing much really goes on. Like Laura comes home and then we like have dinner, we went out shopping, and then we just kind of watch TV and then went to bed. But like, I feel bad because I recently haven't been making very good videos because I've been so busy at university and stuff. And now I'm back from finished university, and now I'm just kind of sat at home working still. It's just like constantly, what are you doing today? Working. Even though yesterday I spent all day cleaning, procrastinating like a bitch. That is life, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. I have a little bit of like to-do lists and stuff, but they're literally all internet-based stuff. Although I have to go shopping at some point this week to go and pick up some sausages and some deodorant, but because we forgot them both, like fools. But otherwise, I'm sat here about to write some C. Woke up this morning. Laura's getting up. We're getting up a little bit later than normal. I used to get up at 6 o'clock, get in the shower, then Laura would go in the shower after me, and now we just get up at the time that Laura would go in the shower after me. So we get up at like 6:20. I don't get up till 6:30 because, like, it's weird because the alarm goes off, but the alarm's now on Laura's side of the bed. So I like kind of wake up partially to like try and turn it off. It turns off itself, and then I'm like, go back to sleep. And then my radio alarm goes off, where I just listen to music for 5 minutes before I realise it's actually the radio. So I'm just lying there listening to Christmas songs. I'm Chris Evans. But then, yeah, so it's kind of a bit weird at the moment. But got up, got dressed, got showered, and all that kind of good stuff. Had some breakfast. I made sure that I got dressed and had breakfast early today, because yesterday I made the mistake of delaying getting dressed, and then that means you don't start things until later. So if you start the day as you mean to go on, that's what I'm doing. I'm also trying not to keep the lights on, because it's like not very bright, but then I end up having the lights on all day, which is why the Christmas tree's not on or anything like that, but goddamn. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing today? Today I've got a couple of to-do list things. I need to write some emails and I need to get fucking breakdown cover on my car because Laura's stressed. So what are we doing? I'm writing my C program today. We're going to do loads and loads of programming, and I'm going to try and get into the flow of it and just try and like essentially bash it out in one day. So what is the task? The task at hand, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have 64 processors, 64 cores, split across 4 different nodes. So we have basically 4 computers networked together. Each computer has 16 processors, I think, actually, not 16 cores. It's not like an i7. It's like there's 16, or is it 2? I don't know. Either way, there's a lot of processors. We've got 64 processors, all linked together with using OpenMPI messaging. And we have to relax an array, which basically means we have a big fat array, and then we go through it, and then we just like take the average of all of the digits and all that kind of crap. It was the same as the previous coursework, except this time we've got 4 computers and not 1. So there's like the feedback obviously from the old coursework is coming into play here, and I'm trying to reduce as much communication as possible. And the first thing that I'm doing is trying to get the array into the program. Like, the problem I have is that it's quite difficult to read the array from a file, and the problem is I've then got to store an array in a file. So in here, at the moment, I actually have a hard-coded, predefined array, which is fucking huge. It's 100 by 100, that is. And then if you want like a 200 by 200, it will like just double it, and it will go along and then go along again, and then it will just continue to like repeat itself as it goes. And the same will apply if you go for 101, it will just repeat the first digit and all that kind of stuff. And I'm doing that because it's a lot quicker than reading it from a file. Also, it means that if I have that, and I'm not generating it at random or anything along those lines, then I can have all of my cores generating, like, because they can all know what the array is, they can then select their part. Instead of me like messaging out who's in charge of what part of the array, they can all go, well, I'm array thread 4, I'm going to take this this chunk of it and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm currently doing is trying to figure out how to split this. I can generate this array. All I need to do is figure out how to split it so that each thread has its own correct section. So that's what I'm working on today. And hopefully working on other stuff as well, but that's what I'm doing. And it's fun. And the problem is that it's not very good at showing you errors. I was having some errors where it wouldn't... oh gosh, have I lost my history? No, I've lost my history on my terminal. It means I've got to re-fucking type everything in. It's really annoying as well because I have to compile everything with paths. With like exact paths, because fucking the way I've got C is really irritating. But that's life. But yeah, so this is what I'm currently going through at the moment. It's going to be fun. I just want to get, as soon as I get in the flow of it, it's good fun. It's just getting in the flow of it that's hard. I'm starting to get annoyed at my own logic because it's not working properly, and I don't understand why. And it's just again, I'm just staring at just seas of numbers. Look, trying to figure out what fucking order it's coming out in, because it seems to just be jumping all over the place, and I don't know why. I can't figure out why either. It's lunchtime today. We're now going to go and have some lunch and dry my eyes from crying. So we've just had lunch and I'm going to go out and try and fix my glove box, or at least try and get into it and see what the hell's going on with it. Dad suggested using a knife instead of a screwdriver, and that's what I'm going to try and do. Though I'm not entirely sure it's going to work. We're just kind of doing it for the sake of doing it. Because otherwise Laura will be like, well, you haven't even tried it. I'll have another go at that, although I still want my screwdrivers just in case I need them. So I got my pliers and a screwdriver. But yeah, so that is that. Otherwise we've just had breakfast, and I am just putting up a bowl of water, a nice hot bowl of water to do my washing up in. And then I will sort out, when I get back, I'll do some washing up, get myself a cup of tea, and then it's back to work. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we roll. So, whoop. Takes a long time for this water to get hot, but when it gets hot, it's bloody boiling. So, you have to leave it a long time to thingy. Cool. So I've got like breakfast, washing up and everything to do. So wait for that to do, come back, sort that out, tea. Otherwise, let's try and figure out what the hell's going on with this. Just gonna walk out the house brandishing 2 screwdrivers, pliers and a knife. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's my glove box. You pull that and it opens normally, except it doesn't because it's jammed. So no matter how much force you put on that, it just won't budge at all. So let's try and get in, shall we? First, let's turn the airbag off. Just look at this fucking bullshit, man. I can't, like, I've never got it so it will actually wedge open either. So we're making a bit of progress, but firstly I'm scratching the fuck out of it, and secondly I don't think I can actually, I don't know what I'm expecting here. Like, I just think I've got to break it. I don't know if I'm trying to be clever, just being like, oh, let's just see if I can essentially like drop the latch and it'll just open. Essentially do what this is supposed to do. But it looks like I'm just gonna have to break it, and I don't want to break it. But it looks like I'm gonna have to. And then if I break it, I'll have to just buy another glove box. Isn't gonna happen, is it? Like, literally only a crowbar is gonna open that. That doesn't do shit. You can like hold it a bit open with a knife and a screwdriver, but, well, I say a bit open, that wide open there, and I'm gonna have to tell Laura that I've bent one of her knitted needles. I needed something long and pointy so I could poke the stuff inside to see if it was blocking it, but it's definitely broken. Such a ball ache. Because how, like, short of crowbar, like, I've literally just gonna have to crowbar this. That's it. It's the only thing I can do is crowbar it and get another one. Fuck's sake. Don't want to damage my car. That's the thing. I feel like I've already like scratched it up trying to fucking jam screwdrivers in the side of it. There's no other way of getting this off though. Fucking, my stereo's useless. Part of me thought for a little bit that it might be the sat-nav blocking it. So that's why I got the knitting needle to poke it through. But, I mean, it's obviously not, is it? Oh, man. I mean, like, even if, like, nothing could block it that much where that doesn't even attempt to, like, drop it, you know what I mean? that has no effect doing that. And pulling it like mad only really pulls like one half of it. You could pull either this half or that half. Or the middle. And it, fuck it, right, give up, cup of tea, washing up. Found the problem. Found the bloody problem. So I was going through via a bloody, I've like got this logic where the threads are different based on which thread you are. And I was starting the middle thread by calling the outer thread. So in theory I have 2 outer threads and then as many inner threads as you want. But I was having the outer thread as an inner thread and the inner thread as an outer thread, like a dick. And then I'm going through like, why has this jumped to like here? And then I figured out there was like bugs in the way that it's generated and stuff, and the way that you write an array in C is slightly different to the way that it represents it, or how I would consider a logical way of representing it. So like on this big array here, that is, wait, what is it? That's X, whereas I would consider that to be Y. So that threw me for a while. And then combining that problem with this means I was starting from like here and up. But I think I've nailed it down now. So that's good. Laura came back. We've had dinner. We had a lovely curry as well. I've started using Scotch bonnets instead of normal quick chilies. And it's much nicer, but still not like exceptionally hot either. I'm just going to sync this up so that, check everything in and sync it up with my laptop so I can do some programming on my laptop while I watch Apprentice. We just watched the end of London Spy on thingy, iPlayer. It was really good. Really, really good. Confusing as balls, but who knows. And it's the evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to get going. We just like finished watching The Apprentice and stuff. Oh, I say just. We watched that and then the Peep Show and then Laura. I've been on my laptop in here and then Laura went off to bed. And I'm like, I don't feel tired. It's because I haven't left the house. I haven't done anything like except sit at a desk, so I don't feel tired at all. So I went into my room and planning out things that I'm going to do tomorrow and stuff. And then also like a little bit of gaming to like try and time me out, but it's not worked. But either way, I'm going to head off. So thanks for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, more the same. It's a really shitty day tomorrow weather-wise, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get out of the house. But we will go out Friday, so there's that to look forward to. But yeah, it's a case of like, I'm just trying to make things as productive as possible. I'm lacking drive, I think. And today I feel it's because I spent so long trying to debug that problem and it turned out to be so simple. Like it literally was all right all along. I just had the thing calling for the wrong place. So it looked wrong, but it was right. So it infuriates me when that happens. But anyway, tomorrow though we can move on to actually relaxing the arrays and then hopefully trying to figure out how to communicate everything around. As soon as I've got them relaxing and stuff, we can then do the communication and then we're happy. And then the theory for this, I'm going to be running with some kind of time warp thing. That's my plan. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll catch you later.